ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the CD Racoola Show. Today we'll be taking a look at the 2025 animated film Predator, Killer of Killers. Before we absolutely kill this episode and spray green blood everywhere, if you guys could hunt down that subscribe button and blow it to pieces, and then let loose your most evil alien laugh, I would be so darn proud of you. So, this Predator Killer of Killers film, I didn't have super high hopes for, since they're coming out with another Predator film dubbed Predator Badlands. And them being released so close together, I just thought it was going to be a cheesy thrown together animated Predator film that they only put out to make us even hungrier for the upcoming Predator Badlands film. But holy, what an airball! Because I really liked this movie and thought it was super cool. First off, I just like the Predator as a character. He dances the line between science fiction and horror, but he isn't some brainless killing machine, mind you. I always loved the Predator aesthetic, that is savage with the bones and skull decor and souvenirs, but they're also super technologically advanced, so it just works for me. The Predators have a culture and a way of life, and throughout all these Predator films, we've only just begun to understand more and more about what they're all about. This film really has 4 chapters, with 3 main characters from different periods of time. So apparently the Predators have no problem traveling across time and space to capture their prey. Imagine being such a great warrior race of beings that you have to travel across time and space just to find the most dangerous adversaries you can. Well, that is what it appears the Predators are doing to test themselves. At least in this film, and many others you can guess. Chapter 1 is called The Shield, and it sees a Viking warrior lady named Ursa. Ursa looks like she could easily be fighting in today's MMA or UFC, by the way. Definitely one tough customer Ursa is. We see her taking on a giant brute of a predator. How cool is that, by the way? To see a predator taking on a Viking, so rad. Ursa does finally dispatch the predator after a bloody battle, and yes, this film does not skimp on any gore. Ursa loses her son to the predator prior to murdering him in cold green blood. The Predator's Killer of Killers, isn't for the kiddies. This is adult animation with loads of bloody fun. So Ursa kills the giant brute of a predator, and then the next thing we see is a Japanese warrior waking up as a prisoner on the Predator's ship, with Ursa in the background as we moved into chapter number 2, dubbed The Sword. The Sword sees 2 feuding Japanese warrior brothers attacked by a predator, and this predator looks more like the predators we've seen in other films, more like what we're used to seeing in the original. He has a kind of a longer, leaner look, you know. He's still huge and strong, of course, by normal means, but he's more normal looking for Predator, I guess. Oh, by the way, just just like it was awesome seeing Vikings take on the Predators, it's very awesome to see a samurai and a ninja take on the Predators. I just love it. The brother Kenji, whom is the ninja, ends up defeating the Predator, but his brother is not so lucky, and he ends up dying in his arms. Oh, poor guy. He's then taken custody into the Predator ship, as the next thing we see is a younger man named Torres, who was a fighter pilot in World War II. Just when you thought this movie couldn't get any cooler, you get a World War II fighter pilots now fighting the Predators. Oh boy, this was a fun part of the film, because how cool does that pilot Predator look? I mean, like, that is a look that we've not seen before with Predator. He's so awesome looking, with his one evil eye sticking out, and his oxygen mask, maybe? I mean, do the Predators even breathe oxygen? It seems kind of like they do, so maybe he needed that mask. The Predator pilot guy was essentially the Top Gun of Predators, but he does get beat by the young naval pilot Torres. And then we see Torres get abducted from his garage and taken aboard the Predator ship. He woke up from some kind of suspended animation, and this is where the final chapter comes into play, and all three characters get thrown together in some kind of giant Roman-style gladiator arena. I also assumed that this was the Predator's home world, which is totally awesome to get to see, and we get to see what appears to be their leader, or their king, I don't know, with his awesome cape made of spines. Looks so cool. Reminded me of a Predator universe version of Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat or something. He was very large and very imposing. Ursa, the Viking warrior, called him the Grendel King, whom of course was the monster from the Viking tale Beowulf. So we'll go ahead and, for the sake of calling him something in this review, we'll call him the Grendel King. Whatever. That's a good enough name for me. So the Grendel King, whom is clearly the leader of this Predator horde and the master of games, orders the three: Ursa the Viking, Kenji the ninja, and Torres the World War II soldier to fight to the death. But instead, they work together and end up all three fighting the Grendel King. And Kenji and Torres end up escaping in a stolen Predator ship, while Ursa is once again imprisoned in suspended animation. It was really cool when she was being wheeled back into a warehouse of suspended animated bodies. We got to see Naru from the film Prey. The Prey, or rather. I also did a review of that, and I thoroughly enjoyed the Prey film. So that was a pretty sweet little Easter egg for those of you guys who saw that. The big boss, Grendel King, he did survive, and he sent every ship he could find after Kenji and Torres. So it looks like they are setting us up for a juicy little sequel to this film, and I certainly hope so, because although I initially didn't have super high expectations, or hopes rather, for this movie, it came through, and I should have known better than to doubt how good it was going to be, since Dan Trachtenberg directed it. Dan is kind of becoming the Predator guru, isn't he? Directing the Prey Predator film that I mentioned earlier in 2022. as well as the Predator Badlands film that I'm super pumped to see. People have been dissing the look of the young Predator in Predator Badlands, but honestly, I think he looks really unique and really cool. That's another thing I like about the Predators universe and the characters. They're all a little unique, aren't they? They're unique looking and they use kind of a different array of gadgets. Makes every movie just loads of fun. So, winding down on this episode, I'm going to give it pretty low marks on the old scarometer. Because, let's face it, the Predator Killer of Killers certainly wasn't really scary, but it was so darn good. So don't let the old scarometer dictate whether it's worth a watch or not, because it most certainly is. I'd like to take this time to thank you for watching the CD Racoola show, and if you could remove your Predator mask, and if you can see that subscribe button there, after you remove your mask and you got your thermal vision or whatever, look at the subscribe button and go ahead and press it with your well-clawed fingers. I'd be forever grateful unto you. And be sure to join me next episode when I take a look at the zombie film, Shaun of the Dead. Oh, I have a ton of love for Shaun of the Dead. So till next time, my little bloodbags out there in YouTube land, a word of advice. Just because you see all these people killing the predators in films, don't ever assume that you will be able to dispatch one and go searching for an alien hunter of your own. Just remember, you don't find the predator finds you. Ta-ta, my dears, ta-ta.